observations here. One is the issue of radicalization has to be looked at. But the issue of radicalization goes beyond any particular religious community. If we look into our prisons, where much has been made of radicalized Islam in prisons, our prisons are a mess. And radicalization occurs across the board. And there are skinheads, and there are white Christian movements, and there are movements in the Hispanic prison population, and movements in the African American population, and there's also Islam. To single out one to the exclusion of the other means that we're not addressing radicalization. We're targeting a particular community. Secondly, I think that the problem here was not just in the framing of it, but in the backstory to the hearing, and the purpose of the hearing itself. Look, the congressman who called the hearing, I'm not going to question his motives, but he has a record and a history of statements that have been abusive toward Muslims. And he also has a history of partnerships with people who call into question his ability to be objective as he moves forward on these issues. What came through so very clearly today was a circling the horses around the congressman from one side of the aisle and a division in the ranks of the other side of the aisle. The point is that if we're going to move forward on this in this nation to address radicalization and to make ourselves secure, one of the places to begin is to heal the partisan divide. This issue was not just used to create a divide between Muslims and the rest of America, but between Democrats and Republicans. It was exploited rather, I think, callously for partisan purposes, and was shameful as that. When our president went to Cairo and spoke about reaching out to the Muslim world, I was asked after debating on a number of television shows with folks from a different political party, could the president actually succeed in reaching to a relationship with the Muslim community? I said, absolutely. I'm just not convinced that we can heal the partisan divide here as easily. And what we saw today play out was just that. And Muslims were, in effect, the football that got kicked around on the field. And it was a dangerous display, and much more so than political correctness. It was a political, I think I would say, extravaganza, engineered by one side for advantage, and I think it was shameful.